Good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to day one of the Get 5 Figure Launch Ready free 5-day intensive. Just going to wait a second and see if anyone jumps on. If you are here on the replay, let me know that you're here on the replay. And when you get here, let me know that you're here in the comments so I know who I'm talking to. I am just a couple of minutes late. Issues with my phone stand. Okay, I've got a couple of people watching. Let me know when you're here. Drop in the comments so I know who I'm talking to, just making sure that I've definitely got comments. Because I've just seen Emily. Hello. Okay, fingers crossed I've got comments because my second phone isn't working because my internet is down, which is sod's law. This just goes to show, ladies and gentlemen, that you come up against these challenges when you do a challenge and when you do, I've got comments. Praise the Lord. Amazing. Hi, Emily. Okay. For those of you who, hi, Fiona. Hi, Emily. So for those, hi, Tar. Hi. I'm not sure what your full name is. You sent me a message, but I can't remember. Hi, Fiona. I'm live. I am here for day one. Super duper excited to be passing on all of this knowledge with you this week and seeing and helping you to create your own Facebook challenge that magnetizes and attracts dream clients for massive profits and massive impact. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Becca. It's not morning, it's afternoon. Well, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Catty, hello. 6 a.m. That is dedication. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you, but 6 a.m. that is dedication. So for those of you who might be new to me, you might be new here, you might not know who on earth I am. My name is Katie Wood and I am your launch consultant and mentor, and I support heart-centered entrepreneurs to maximise and monetize their gift by launching high-ticket group offers and courses with Facebook challenges. Jessica, hello. So happy that you are all here. Dead excited to get started. I've got my notepad, got my tablet, I've got my spectacles, I've got my cup of coffee. Now, you with regards to a notepad, you're probably going to need a notepad because I'm going to be sharing loads of juicy stuff with you this week. So you might want to take notes. You will want to take notes because I'm not going to be holding anything back. I truly believe in giving you everything that you need to succeed, regardless of whether you become a paying client of mine or not. It's all in the act of service. And if you caught this morning's bonus training, it was on the serve section of the Shine method. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. You can have a look. I'm going to pop it in the guides this afternoon, but you can search using hashtag day one in the group. Also, the worksheet that we are going to be working through following this training was sent out this morning, 11 a.m. UK time. That's in the group as well. Don't worry if you don't have it now. I'm going to talk you through it all. But that is what I want you to work on for the task and the homework thread, which will be coming out in an hour. So you don't need to do it today. You've got all week. With regards to submitting that information, if I can get my words out, you've got until Sunday midnight UK time, which I don't know, I might be 6 p.m. Central. Don't know. I'm not very good at time zones. But to complete all of the bits and pieces in order to be in with a chance of winning the giveaway. So a quick recap of what that giveaway is. The biggest prize is be the most engaged and supportive member of the community. So this means supporting one another. Hi, Emma. This means supporting one another, commenting on people's posts, replying to people's comments on task threads, Q&As, that kind of thing, and just really loving on one another, really being here and embodying the sense of community that I think is so important in the online world and what I want this group to be about. This is about community and collaboration over competition, first and foremost. So be the most supportive member of the community. comment on all of the training videos and submit all of the tasks. And if you are that most supportive member, then you get the biggest prize worth $999, which is very good, very valuable. I'll go through what that is. You get an entire day to promote whatever you want to my entire audience. This is my email list, my Facebook group, my Facebook profile, and my Instagram. And that is over, I think it's about 5,500 people. So that is worth $111. You also get access, free access, to my Building Beautiful Foundations program, which is that was my cat going on a mad one. Scratching across the floor. So if you see her come up here in a moment, don't be alarmed. It's just my cat. She's a diva. You'll probably see more of her this week. Anyway, also on that note, if you've not met me before, I go off on tangents and I can often get very distracted very easily, but I do believe in embodying authenticity, and I'm just going to be 100% myself, and I will likely go off on a tangent here or there and I'll forget things, so just bear with me. This is just who I am. So you also get access, going back to the prizes, to Building Beautiful Foundations, which is a 12-week group program to build all of those foundations in your business to ensure that you are in the right place to get clients and get your gift out into the world. I talk through all of the evergreen, creating content, breadcrumbing, visibility, all of the business basics. And that is worth $555. And you also get $333 off the Luminous Launch Society should you want to join at the end of the week, or $333 credit towards something else, a different way of working with me. Obviously, I'm going to be selling something throughout this launch because that is what you do. And the Luminous Launch Society is what I'm going to be releasing and signing people into, which is exciting. So you do get that money off should you want to join. So that is the number one prize. The number two prize is somebody picked at random who comments on the trainings and submits the homework. Hi Kim, how are you? So person picked at random, and you don't have to comment live, so don't worry about commenting live. The replays will count and you've got until Sunday. So somebody will be picked at random who comments on the trainings and submits the tasks each day, and they will also get access to Building Beautiful Foundations with $555. Now, every single person who completes the tasks and watches the comments on the videos will get access to my Content That Shines Trello board, which is worth $111, and that is a Trello board filled with over 111 pieces of content designed to attract dream clients and convert them, so sell to them. So that is exciting. Also, I know this is a bit boring, obviously we're just going over the kind of housekeeping and all of that, but with it being day one, I've got to cram all of this stuff in. You can also earn yourself up to $1,111 by sharing the details of this challenge using the link. You can find the link, I'll pop it in here once we finish with the training. But if you share this challenge and somebody joins, make sure that they put your name in the membership questions, because if they join the Luminous Launch Society, you earn yourself $111 per person, up to 10 people. Very exciting. Let me know if you want any materials for that. I've got a Google Drive that are full of them, so things that you can share, images and things like that. So if that is what you want to do, let me know and I will send you the link for the Google Drive. Okay. I'm so excited to get started. I'm just checking my notes to make sure that I've covered all of my points off. So we've talked about the giveaways, we've talked about the affiliate scheme. So I want to kind of talk to you really first and foremost about why a Facebook challenge is a really, really good way to launch your group program or your course. And it is a great way to really accelerate the nurture phase. So what it means is you can bring absolute strangers into your world and you can end up converting them to clients by the end of the week, because when you do it right, you attract pre-qualified people in, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So we're going to be talking about, I'm going to be teaching you how to craft a magnetic and irresistible challenge topic and title, so that actually what you do is you bring in pre-qualified leads, so people who are perfect for your paid program. And it means that you can nurture them and build those relationships and build that know, like, trust in a much more concentrated way. So actually what would ordinarily take you months potentially, if you are doing your evergreen stuff, to build up that nurture, is done in a week. So it's magical. It means that you can get really good results really, really quickly. And it's not just about the results for you either. It's about making sure that you give those people in your space something really, really good, a really great experience. So, it's important that we come from a place of service, and we do everything we can to give everybody who signs up for our challenge or our launch, whatever way you want to launch, they get a really good experience and they get really good value and they get a transformation. Okay, so doing this also, doing it when you attract pre-qualified leads, you get higher conversion rates. And there's this kind of a system that I share with my paying clients that I'm going to go through with you today. You can check back on that worksheet that was shared earlier, because that's what I'm going to be asking you to fill in. And that's what I'm going to go through today. So it talks you through the steps to creating a challenge topic that is magnetic to people who are perfect for and ready for your paid program. And obviously this then means that you fill your challenge with real good quality leads that you can then convert to clients way easier. And there's a misconception, I think, that you need to have shitloads of people in your challenge or signed up for your launch in order to get good results. And my process actually you don't need hundreds and hundreds of people signed up for your challenge if they're the right people. So the average conversion rate, you hear people talking about 1 to 3%, and actually the average that my clients get are between 10, 15, 16%, something like that. So actually, in doing it this way, you don't have to get lots and lots and lots of people signed up, because you're attracting the right people, and therefore your conversion rates are going to be higher than average. So that's what we want. We want higher than average conversion rates. It is great. It is great. It also means, I'm going to be talking to you, ladies and gentlemen, throughout this week on ways that you will be able to attract people, the right people, into your challenge. Today we're just going to be touching on one section of that, which is the challenge topic, but we also are going to go into how to create content that speaks to your dream clients, that actually that attracts people. So in order to fill your challenge, so when you're promoting your challenge, it's very important that you get these pieces of the puzzle right, because then you will attract the right people in, and like I say, higher conversion rates. What we are also going to talk about is how to create multiple pieces of content to sell your program or course during your launch as well. And this is another exercise that I go through with my paying clients that I'm going to be sharing with you. You're going to get every aspect of it, so you can plug this into your business straight away and get clients, because that's what we all want. Hi Emilio, super excited. Me too, super excited. I need to calm down a little bit. I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee. You will find that I get very excitable. So you're just gonna have to bear with me. I just need to bring myself down every now and then. But actually, this goes to show just, and we'll go through this later on in the week. But, it's really important that you do this challenge process and your launch process in the right way, so that actually when your challenge does come, you can be full of energy and you can be excited and you can show up and you can, it's not about being burned out, It's okay to be excited. I know, I am very excitable. I'm sure it's part of my ADHD. But a lot of people talk to me, and I wasn't going to talk to you about this, but here we are. Tangents. I told you tangents. A lot of people tell me that they've done a launch before and they've ended up absolutely knackered, worn out, burned out, stressed. And I'm going to be also showing you the process in which I take my clients through that you can implement in your business for your launch, that actually prevents all of that burnout and overwhelm and enables you then to show up like I am here, having an amazing time, giving a great experience, full of energy and excitement, because you've taken care of all of the stuff up front and none of it is stressing you out, which is, you know, important, because post-launch burnout and in launch burnout is a very real thing, and you don't have to experience that. I know a lot of you here have never launched before, and there is a lot involved, I'm not going to lie, but when you do it properly, the results speak for themselves. But we'll go into that later on in the week. Hello, Emily. That's the energy I want to be in when I'm in a challenge. Exactly, you know. And the process of launching is to be enjoyed. You know, a lot of many people don't enjoy launching because of how tiring it can be, and because of the amount of energy you need, and you know, you end up running out of steam before it's over. And it doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be like that. It can be different for you, basically, like it is for me and all of my clients. So very excited to be sharing all of this with you. Okay, so to get higher conversion rates with a challenge topic, we want to make sure that, I'm just checking my notes here, ladies and gentlemen, you want it to do a couple of things. You want it to be attractive, and you want it to meet the needs of your ideal client. Now, when I say ideal client, you will I don't know if you've been taught this before, but often it is missed that we need to do an ideal client mapping exercise per offer that we have. Obviously we serve, well, it might not be obvious. You might not serve a particular niche of people, and that's okay. You know, there are no rules in this game, and you know, you are the boss. You get to make the decisions, and it's got to be aligned and authentic with who you are and what you do. As a caveat, Crystal, hello, thank you for joining me. That's such a good reminder. Thank you, Caddy. But you know, with your ideal client stuff, it's important to revisit that particularly if you're launching a new offer, because it will differ slightly. There will be slightly different needs, desires, and we're going to go into that a little bit later in the week on how to map that out. But just making a note there, I think it's important to touch upon, to make sure that your ideal client isn't something that you did a year and a half ago and it's out of date because you've never revisited it. So this is something that you ought to keep on top of and continually refresh, to make sure that we are actually speaking to our ideal client for that particular paid offer at that time. And we want to make sure that our challenge topic does that, so that then we can advertise it and attract those pre-qualified leads. Okay, we also want it to be the gateway to the paid offer, and we want to provide value and outcomes in the challenge. So, you know, a lot of people, which I think is bullshit, excuse my French, I'm a bit of a swearer, so I do apologise. Parental guidance, by the way. A lot of people will tell you to hold stuff back in your free resources or offers or challenges or launches or workshops or whatever it is. And I don't believe in that. I believe that we should be providing value. We should be providing tangible outcomes and transformations for the people who have committed to joining us for whatever it is we're offering, regardless of whether they give us money or not. Very, very important. Yes, right. You know, and the whole thing about leave something back, don't give everything away, it's bullshit, to be honest. You know, people actually make decisions based on being informed, based on having the facts, based on the experience that you've given them, based on the way that you deliver and teach your message, the way that you support those people in their journey, regardless of whether they're a paying client or not. And sowing those seeds, there seems to be a theme. It was in this morning's bonus training as well, but sowing those seeds you will reap the benefits of. And don't be afraid to not give too much away, because you will always be rewarded for serving. So just putting that out there. Okay, so going through the exercise, have we got any questions so far? First of all, let me know if there are any questions before I delve into how we are going to come up with a magnetic topic and title for our challenge. So let me know in the comments and on the replay, and I'll get back to you as well if you're watching on the replay. But do you have any questions or comments so far? Anything that I've missed out? Okay, I'm going to continue. Let me just open up this. My screen has gone. Here's the exercise on my big tablet. So you want your challenge to be a no-brainer. You want your challenge to be the perfect thing that your ideal clients need right now. And it also is important that it is that, like, the previous step to your paid program. So you want, I'm going flitting a bit all over the place here, and you'll find that I do that, so I do apologise. Caddy, I have a couple of challenges that could be run that lead into my main program. I'm guessing to test both over time. I would, absolutely. The thing with challenges is it all depends on, there's multiple variable factors when it comes to a challenge. It's about how long you've been building your audience, how nurtured your audience are, how much promotion you've done. It's also about the challenge topic and title. It's about the time of year, so making sure that, you know, it's at the right time of year for you and things like that. So there are multiple things that contribute to the success of a launch, and so I would try both topics. I would try both topics for both challenges. They're each coming from a piece of my framework. Well, I think do this exercise, and then that will give you an indication as to which might be the better option to begin with, because this exercise will help you to identify the transformation in the journey, and the gap of where your ideal clients are now and where they need to be for your point A in your paid program. So with regards to that point A, I want you to think about, in your paid program, there is a point A to point B. They start somewhere and they end somewhere, right? So the point A, there are some prerequisites that they need to have in place at this point in order to get the best result possible at point B. So the first part of this exercise is to identify what is that point A. What do they need to have in place? What do they need to believe? Where do they need to be in their journey? You know, is there certain things that they need in order to get the best results for your program? Okay, mine, for example, is so my point A for the Luminous Launch Society, which takes people through a 90-day process to craft their own launch in detail and launch it in real time with me as your strategist. But we'll go into that later on in the week. But mine is, they've got to have a program that's ready to launch. They need to have an offer in place, right? They need to have something that they can launch that is validated. So, you know, something that they've sold before, something that they have offered as a beta, something that they've done as one-to-one, or extensive market research to ensure that there is a demand for that offer. They also need to know about Facebook challenges and have considered running one before, or they have done one before and they didn't get great results. And they need to have an audience to launch to. So there are some things that they need to have in place to get the best possible outcome at my point B. Okay, so identify your point A. All will become clear why we are doing this, but this is crucial. Okay, so this is kind of, oh my gosh, bear with me one moment. I've got a stack of books with a with a phone holder on the top, holding my notepad right there, and it's just almost come crashing down. Okay, And this is about in the dream scenario. This isn't about thinking about every Tom, Dick or Harry that's going to be, potentially good for your program. This is in blue sky thinking, in the perfect dream scenario. What have they got in place? Obviously, not everybody's going to have this, but for this exercise, that's what I want you to do. So think about what knowledge, what beliefs, and where they are in their journey. So mine, I'll give you an example. So they need to have, so where, okay, I'm not making sense. Get your words out, Katie. Calm, get your words out, okay. They need to have a program, which I've gone through this. They need to have confidence to run a challenge. So they need to be willing to spend the right amount of time to launch properly without unrealistic expectations. They need to have a belief of the possibilities of launching and what that will bring for them in terms of impact and income. And a knowing that by going through my launch process, that will provide them with a framework and the skills and the strategies that they will be able to launch successfully. So it's kind of, they need to have those beliefs in place in order to get the right outcome, the best outcome at point B. I will write all of these down as well. I will complete the exercise and I will put that in the group, which I should have done already, to be fair, but I did a different example, but I will give you mine and I will fill this out so you can see how I have filled it out. So the second element of this process is to identify where your ideal clients are in this moment right now, before the point A of your program. So thinking about what journey might they need to take to get them to point A of your program. What do they believe right now? Where are they in their journey right now? What don't they know right now? So this is about identifying where they are now, i.e. needing to come into your challenge, and then the point A is where they need to be for your paid program so they get point B results. Mine are, they might be feeling overwhelmed about the unknown process of launching. They are ready for more in their business. They know that they don't want to continue trading time for money. They have got the idea of an offer, or they've got an offer and they aren't getting consistent clients. They want to bring consistent income and they've got this desire for massive impact, okay? So that is where they are right now. Also, they might never have done a challenge before. They might have fear of failure or fear of the unknown. What if, I don't know. So in knowing that, the third point of this exercise is identifying what is the gap. So the gap between where they are right now, between point A of your program, that gap is where you want to position your challenge. This is what you want to be, this is where you want to be putting your challenge, to fill that gap, to take them on that last little bit of journey to prepare them for point A of your program. So, you know, it will help you to position your challenge in a way that meets their needs and provides them with transformation and kind of gets them ready to take the next step, but to be in the best possible position to take that next step by going into your paid program. So the challenge plugs that gap between where your audience is right now, hiya Jane, and where your audience needs to be for point A. So this will enable them to make that transformation, to experience what it is you are like to teach, what you're like to work with, but it gets them ready. It gives them what they need in order for your program to be the most logical next step for them to take in their journey of transformation. Whatever type of client you have, this applies to all different niches. Any questions so far? I'm not quite finished yet, but am I making sense? Do you have any questions? Because I live and breathe this, it's easy for me to visualize in my mind. So I just want to make sure that you understand where I'm going with this in the process. So do let me know, give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts, or give me some comments, and let me know, are you following me? Yes, I'm making sense. Okay. Excellent. Okay, wonderful. Great stuff. Okay. Yes, you're making sense. Amazing. Perfect sense. Oh my God, this is a miracle. Okay, wonderful. Thank you for that feedback. Amazing. Okay, so there is another layer to this, because you want to provide people with the transformation. So people's time is valuable, and what you are doing is you are asking somebody to invest 3, 5, 7 days of their time to spend with you. So you want to make it worthwhile for them. You want to give them something that they're actually going to be able to use and go away with, something that's tangible, some kind of transformation, you know, because time is precious. And excuse me, you know, this is kind of it's kind of, yes, excellent, thank you. It's kind of dual focused, if you like. So it's a transformation to help them to reach that point A, but it's also to say thank you and to give them something that they are able to go away and use immediately, because they've given you their time. Time is my love language. I read that somewhere else the other day that you said that. I remember, I think it was in your introduction about getting time back. Time is precious. Time is precious. Okay, so we want to make it worth their while. And it also embodies coming from a place of service, which you all know by now I love and is important. So my transformation, time is so precious. Same here. Right, okay. So my transformation, the transformation that you guys are getting in this challenge, in this free 5-day intensive / course, whatever you want to call it, you are going to be able to craft your own Facebook challenge topic and title, and you're going to know how to fill it with dream clients, and you're going to know ways in which you can 10 times your conversion rates and 10 times your sales throughout your launch. So those are the transformations, those are the outcomes that you're going to get as part of being in this course. So it's important to think about that from your point of view. What outcomes is your challenge going to give your sign-ups? Okay. So, you know, also, this is a great way when we think about these outcomes, and we will go into this in much more detail, but with regards to our paid program, but it's also applicable to our challenge. In when you come to advertise your challenge, you will be able to lead with the outcomes that people will get from attending. So it will make it really, really easy to tell people what they're going to get out of coming. So it will help you to create those short viral posts on the coloured backgrounds that are kind of short and sharp and snappy and get people's attention, because you'll be able to lead with an outcome. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Also, with regards to a title, now I want to reassure you that in this 5 days, you might not be able to come up with a title. Me and many people that I support with their challenges and their launches really struggle with getting a title, and that's okay. It's very common. It is. It happens to everybody. You know, when I did my first challenge, it took me probably about 5 weeks to come up with a title. And that's because titles are important, because they've got a job to do. What we want to be doing is we want to grab the attention of our dream clients. We want it to be obvious what it is that challenge does. And results-based and outcome-based titles work really well. Also, titles that solve problems. So you want to ask yourself with this, is it results-based? Can I demonstrate the results? Is it aspirational? Does it meet a desire? Or does it solve a problem that my ideal client has? Now, this is making sure that it is aligned with your paid program that you are going to be launching, because there's no point having a title that's very, very different, or a topic that's kind of too far removed from what your program is going to do, because what you'll end up doing is you'll attract the wrong people. You'll attract people who aren't ready for your paid program. So the title needs to do what it says on the tin. It needs to show results, and it needs to solve a problem. It also wants to be able to say exactly what it is without having to go into explanation. So when you are crafting your short posts, when you are crafting your promotional social media and email content to advertise your challenge, what you don't want to have to do is go into an explanation of what that challenge is, what it entails, because the title is too vague, or it's not connected, or it's not specific enough. So with regards to today's exercise, it brainstorm some title ideas if they come to you. To be in with a chance of winning on the giveaway, you don't have to create a title. But I do want you to come up with a challenge topic. So I do want you to go through the exercises. If you've got a title, or you can think of a title, or you've got some ideas, include them as well. But don't put too much pressure on yourself, because titles often come the more you explore the topic that you're going to be sharing on. Okay, so go through the worksheet that was shared this morning, fill in those pieces of information, and then I want you to submit these answers in the task thread that's going to come out at 3 p.m. UK time, 9 a.m. Central today. You don't have to do them today. You can work on them later and post it later. And if you are having any if you've got any questions, if you're not quite sure what I mean, if you want to talk it through, tag me, send me a DM, reply to the emails. I am here this week to support and mentor you to create this. So I don't want you to feel like any question is silly, or be embarrassed about asking, I'm not quite sure about this, or what about this. Use this opportunity and use your access to me to get personally mentored on creating something that is amazing, because you're going to be able to take this away and use it as soon as the challenge, this course is over. So you know, there is a Q&A thread actually later on as well, 5 p.m. UK time, 11 a.m. Central, I think. 3 hours from now, 3 hours from when this training started, there will be a Q&A thread. If you're not quite sure, if you've got some questions that you want to ask, if you want to explore something, pop them in there. Feel free to tag me. And if you don't want to ask a question in public, though, I would encourage you to, because you might be asking something that somebody else is thinking, so they will be able to see the answers as well. But if you don't feel comfortable sharing your questions or your answers, so if you've got something that is still very in development, you're exploring it, if it's something that's kind of pioneering and you don't want anyone to know about it yet, and you don't want to share publicly, that's okay too. You can anonymously post, and you can send me a DM, or you can reply to emails. If you anonymously post, just let me know in DM that post is yours, so I know to mark it down that you have participated, therefore you're being with a chance of winning the giveaway. Emilio, that's 12 a.m. here in the Philippines. Regardless, we'll take time to whip up some good questions. Excellent. And you know, you've got until Sunday 12 a.m. midnight Sunday UK time to complete all of these tasks, so plenty of time. The group is going to be open all of this week and all of next week as well, so even if you don't want to be in with the giveaway, you've still got access to all of these things. There is no rush, there's no pressure. This is here for you to use as you need it. Don't feel like you've got to be pressured and you must, you know, if it's a ridiculous time in the morning, show up live or reply on the threads and things like that, you know. This really is just do this at your leisure. And, you know, when you don't put pressure on yourself and when you allow yourself to just sit in things and allow the process, and in that flow, that's where your best ideas come from. That's where your creativity can be fostered, you know. So no pressure, ladies and gents. Just chill. We're here all week. There's no rush. There's no wrong answers. There's no, you know, so I just wanted to put that out there because I think it's important that, you know, we do this from a place of flow and authenticity and alignment with who we are and how we work. It's not about forcing ourselves to do anything that doesn't come naturally, but it's also about, I guess, pushing ourselves a little bit so we might feel uncomfortable, because that's where growth happens. And that is what I want for you this week. I want you to grow as a coach or consultant or service provider, and I want you to grow your business. Yes, working from a place of rest. That was confirmed to me this morning. Yes, and amen. Love it. Thanks, Katie. Everything would eventually fall into place once we put in the work. It will. And, you know, there are some things that contribute to a successful launch, which actually I should have probably gone into in the bonus training or at the beginning of this session. But, you know, one of them is making a decision to do it, to launch, to create something, to get your gift out into the world, even if it feels a bit scary. I can't tell you, and I have lived this personally, how fear of failure can hold us back and can stop us from living out the life that we were destined to live out, and, you know, preventing us from serving the people that we're called to serve. And fear of failure isn't something that just disappears overnight. Yes, I can give you all of the strategy. Yes, I can give you all of these tools and these tips, and, you know, some mindset work, but you're probably going to feel a bit of fear. I know I did the first time I launched, and I did for months before I launched for the first time. And that's so stupid when you think about it, because I've been working on clients' launches for the past 18 months, getting really, really good results. But I was so scared to do my own. And that fear of failure kept me small, and it prevented me from actually serving and impacting more people and making more money, because I stopped myself from doing it. And sometimes we've got to feel the fear and do it anyway, because the results will actually surprise us, because we will end up kicking ourselves thinking, why did I wait so long? But I do get it at the same time, particularly if you've never done it. There's lots of unknowns around launching because there's so much involved. So I hope that this week will give you lots of tools and strategies and confidence to go out to launch. And then what happens next is you feel the fear and you do it anyway, and you decide to do it. So it's also about, Zoe, hi, I didn't know you were here. Can't expect to get anywhere if you don't take the step. Exactly. Take that leap of faith, because, you know, on the other side of that is amazing things. Also in that, though, you know, there is a level of intention and dedication that is needed to have a successful launch as well. And you can't half-ass a launch wherever you're from in the world, because the results will reflect the level of effort that you've put in. Now, I'm not saying that you've got to hustle, because I don't believe in hustle culture. I think it's toxic and unhealthy, and it's not conducive to a happy working life and impact and income. So this isn't about hustling. When you do a launch the right way, there isn't any hustle, because you spread it out, you do bit by bit, you work through it at a nice pace, in a way that is maintaining your energy. But what you do need is you do need to decide to commit to it and do it and make it work. Because when you go half in, your people will know, and so will you, and things won't flow, things won't be right, you know, things will be out of alignment. So while I don't believe in hustle, because I think that that's toxic, this isn't saying to hustle, I don't believe in it, it's bullshit. But you do need a level of dedication and intentionality and a decision, making a conscious decision that actually I am going to launch, I'm going to do an amazing job, I'm going to give my people a great experience, and I'm going to succeed, and I'm going to feel the fear and do it anyway. So that is my encouragement, okay, for you. Say no to the hustle, but yes, you have to take action. Absolutely. Amelia, you just got to work smart and effectively. Exactly. Emily, I'm all in. It's grow time. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And this opportunity, guys, this week is your opportunity to make a decision, to level up, to get your gift out there, to be able to serve more people, create bigger income, impact, make more money without having to work longer hours. Also, what I haven't really touched upon is that actually once you go through this process, so, you know, what we're going to do this week, and what I'll talk to you about the 90-day process and the way that I teach my clients, when you go through that process, when you do it once, you only ever do a 90-day process once. So what that enables you to do is the investment that you make that first time, the investment that you make this week, you will begin to reap the rewards for every single future launch you ever do. Not just the rewards, but you will gain time. And time, which seems to be a theme, is precious, it's valuable, it's finite. So we really want to be investing in our business up front, where we can reap those rewards later, financially, with regards to impact and the amount of people we can serve, and the amount of time that we have, the time freedom that it gives us. None of us want to be chained to our desks for 60 hours. When we came into this entrepreneurial space, that is not what we signed up for, right? So I'm going to give you the strategy that is repeatable, that will give you time back in the future, as well as earning potential, as well as massive impact. And on that note, I'm going to finish for today. Okay, anybody got any questions? I feel like I've just been on my high horse. I feel like I've just been preaching. So I hope that this stirs a fire in you, and that, you know, you make a decision this week to step into what you were made for. Big things are coming. Oh, it's exciting. I can't wait to see all of your topics, all of your titles if you have them, but I really, really am looking forward to seeing what you create. Thanks, Katie. I'm going to go grab my coffee now. Yes! Okay, I'm on about my 7th cup. You can probably tell with my hyperactivity. Okay. Any questions before I go? What time are we on? Yes, it's going to be a fun week. It's going to be an amazing week. It is going to be an amazing week. You are going to have breakthroughs. This is the start of what is to come for you. And I want you to step into it. I want you to embody it. I want you to own it. I want you to visualize it. Mindset isn't actually part of this challenge. I would probably incorporate mindset a little bit more in the next time I run this free course, because it is so crucial. And actually, I forgot to tell you. Oh, hi, Rhiannon. Hello, I didn't know you were here. Also, no, I'll save that for later. I'll save that for later. Oh. Okay, I love you all. I hope this has been helpful. Look out, it's coming out in 5 minutes, that task thread. So you can submit your answers in there. You can handwrite. So the worksheet that came out earlier, I attached a Word document. Now, last time people didn't have Word, so I attached a PDF, but what I've done this time instead is I have created a link to a document on the Google Drive. So you can make a copy. You won't be able to edit that document, but if you go to File, make a copy and save it in your own Google Drive or download it, whatever, you can type into that, or you can print it off and write on it with a pen and paper. If you don't want to type your answers in, take a photograph and post it in the comments. There aren't really any rules, just submit your answers in any way that you want to. Thanks for this introduction. Have a blessed day, everyone. Absolutely, amen, Jessica. Thank you. Great way to do that. Thank you. Okay, Caddy, everybody, Jessica, Rhiannon, all the other people that are here, I appreciate you. I am excited to see what we do tomorrow and to see what we create later on with all of these exercises. You know where I am. If you need me, tag me, DM me, reply to the emails. I'm here for you. Use me. I want to help you succeed. Okay, have a blessed rest of the day. I will see you in the group in comments later on this evening, and I'll see you again face to face at this time tomorrow. I'll see you later. Bye.